themselves, of course, and go top. Looking for a reaction after just 1 point from the last 9 today at home to Manchester United. A bigger game for the visitors, of course, after the week that they have had, although they have won their last 6 league games away from Old Trafford. With the tremendous work that Marcus Rashford has done off the pitch. What can United do on it? Here's your commentators, Jim Beglin and Peter Drury.
So this is Sigurdsson, somewhere on the road between apprehension and hysteria. Everton torn between extremes, the lure of potential league leadership and the fear that their flying start may be a fading illusion. And Manchester United, for better or worse, so often the global epicentre of sporting melodrama, seemingly stranded somewhere between a frying pan and a fire. Not 2 months into a new campaign and the back pages are burning red. Who knows what next? Manchester United walking, trepidatious. Their manager especially so. 10 days ago, the toast of the continent, a club reborn after their destruction of Leipzig. But how quickly their ever-vacillating narrative has tipped to the other extreme. Flat against Arsenal, flawed in Istanbul, and the vultures are circling. Hold up for Martial, who's at the back of Mason Holgate. Wait for Evertonians, Fred. Fernandes just behind Martial. But Bernard to wriggle, and he does wriggle, in by Bernard and flicked by Calvert-Lewin against the stanchion beyond the far post. He's face to face with Wan-Bissaka, and in by Godfrey Sigurdsson, away by Bruno. There's Digne, lovely touch from Sigurdsson, on by Bernard. Fred going early for Mata, Holgate watched it back for the returning Jordan Pickford, who experienced the... And there's for Digne, Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, looped up boots at it, more out of hope than expectation. It came through for Martial and he dragged it wide. And the flat. Rashford. Pickford has gone colliding into the woodwork. He was able to watch the ball over. Rashford, it's a lovely return ball, Shaw just... Lewin's flick, Bernard. Bernard has found the bottom corner and Everton have found the lead. Delicate little finish. But a goal that may mean much.
Well, I think it was very clever of Bernard, because I think everybody was anticipating he was going to go to the far corner. And Everton have been good at doing this. We haven't seen much of it, but they have had support up there.
His first goal of that campaign to add to one.
Substance to what he's producing.
Sigurdsson, the wall. Digne. So Rashford driving at Coleman. Rashford lost a bit too much of himself. It's a goal kick. Manchester United haven't lost an away domestic game since at Anfield on the 19th of January. Fernandes smashing header, prompt and much needed Manchester United equaliser. Sweet red relief.
Well, I think a lot of credit has to go to Luke Shaw, because he set up a really good cross in midweek, from which Martial benefited, and again he just had
Bruno Fernandes
run the length of the pitch.
Return ball here for Digne, who thrashed it against the frame of the goal.
I think these two are actually working quite well together up the left-hand side for Carlo Ancelotti's team.
But here's Coleman, tripped by a retreating Shaw. Everton have a free kick. It's a good battle, that. And by James. Rashford here, the other. Rashford. Wan-Bissaka was his assailant. Bernard has kept on dribbling. And Fred, but not such a smart pass. Keane was able to block it on Jordan Pickford. Bruno Fernandes through that crowd, and Pickford. Rashford. Fernandes, Rashford! Whether or not he got a flick matters little. Manchester United have a lead. They can dispute ownership of the goal, but Everton's slumped shoulders tell you all you really need to know.
Yeah, well, this is impressive. I mean, Manchester United, obviously, their confidence has grown since the equaliser went in, and it's just a simple 1-2, isn't it? And again, you've got to question the Everton centre-backs in the gap.
Martial, Mata tackled by Holgate. Martial. Fernandes has put in Martial, and Martial drove straight at Jordan Pickford, though the flag was going up.
Yeah, I mean, he did look up.
Allan. Flags up. It's the retreating Calvert-Lewin. Or allowed to run by Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah, just keep your eye on those two, the Portuguese and the Irishman, because there's been a few coming together after their verbals at the start of the game.
So Martial's got traction to earth. Keane offers him a little bit of love.
Yeah, I mean, he's taken a double hit to the face from...
Was caught on it. Lewin, Holgate round the back. In by Sigurdsson, out by Shaw.
Smothered by red shirts.
Possibly outnumbered.
And that's a late one from Allan.
Allan on Fred. Flung in by McTominay. Some fibre off two dispiriting defeats. They fell behind to a tidy finish from Bernard after 20 minutes and might easily have...
Back line. The success they've had is when they've chipped it over that midfield. Obviously got to get the flick-ons from that man in shot, get runners off.
So it's Everton who have to... Wan-Bissaka at the back of Calvert-Lewin, and Everton have a free kick in the position of flicked in by Sigurdsson, well out by Wan-Bissaka. James is there as well. James threw a boot at it, but James, indeed Cavani, they've come on as a couple of times already. By Holgate, little shove by Sigurdsson on Fernandes, and Manchester United have a free kick.
It was a lovely take initially by Fernandes.
It is Mata who flicks it in, and the goalkeeper has dropped it, and Maguire has forced it onto the roof of the net.
I think he's been fouled by Pickford. This could be a penalty.
Pickford, Lewin's offside, and it's a waste of Everton's best football of the half so far.
Oh, well, Harry Maguire has used the opportunity to...
Side the...
Yeah.
Lontano il pallone. Ottima pressione la sua, palla recuperata. Rose